host, Tanya B. I know.
I'm your boy Moses, aka God with many visions.
Shauna with the T.
Chantel Jolie, the authors of In Those Jeans.
How y'all queens doing today?
We're doing fine.
Good, Mr. Demand.
But one of the things I want to say to the people out there in Nashville, Tennessee, I think it was 146 casualties, 24 people missing. Our hearts and prayers go out to these beautiful folks out there in Nashville, Tennessee. We know the tornado hit. I think it was back on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. But our hearts and prayers go out to these wonderful folks out there. Who lost a loved one. I sympathize, I empathize with you, wonderful folks.
Yeah, and it's a lot of people lost homes and everything from that. It's a heart grieving situation.
I don't wish that on nobody, but it is what it is. And there was another situation with Nathaniel Woods in Alabama. Nathaniel Nathan Woods, 44 years old. He got executed. There was a woman by name Kay Ivey. She's the governor in Alabama. And she basically had the rights to his life. She had the rights to either say to stop the execution, but she proceeded to continue on. And knowing that, as a man, I've been incarcerated 2 times, just to know that someone controls your life, that's a nerve-wracking feeling. And knowing that you're in a 12 by 12 box, and they telling you when to sleep, when to eat, when to do this, when to do that. And not only do that, they take your life as well. And he wasn't the one who committed the crime because they state that he killed 3 officers and a possible 4th. He wasn't the trigger man. The trigger man actually repeatedly stated that he was the trigger man. But yet and still, they kept this man, they kept this brother in what you call that, death row.
Yeah, death row.
They kept him in death row.
Right.
And, they took this man's life last night. My hearts and prayers go out to Nathaniel Nathan Woods' family because, that's another black life lost. I know it's not, you know how big I'm pro-black I am. But, and I know you got to tiptoe the race line.
But then they said they had put it on halt.
That's some BS though, man. That's some BS, man. Racism is still alive and well. I don't care what anybody tells me. I call it America with the triple K. You know what I mean? I'm not asking apologies for nothing for how I feel, but that's some BS, man. The man lost his life. He ain't do nothing.
Yeah.
They said actually when his co-defendant did the shooting, he actually ran when he heard the gunfires.
Precisely.
So he just got put to death for no reason, just because he was there and he didn't even pull the trigger. And it's sad because he lost his life like that. Our hearts go out to the family of the Woods, inmate Woods and stuff like that.
Yeah, we know.
That goes to show you that we still living in racism. I don't care how you see it, how you try to clean it up. It is what it is. I mean, we just got to keep moving forward, pushing forward.
So he was in a situation with someone?
Well, the situation transpired, so I don't know. They never really given a full breakdown. That's what makes me think, the story's even more fishy. Why you can't give me a step-by-step version what happened that night? For you to tell me that this man is guilty of said crime. Because if he's guilty of crime, you would be able to give the public a breakdown. Okay, I'll put it to you like this. When you go to court, you're able to go to the court of clerks and get these things called discoveries when you're trying to find out a situation that happened, whether it was a robbery, it could have been a killing.
They give you detail for detail.
Detail to detail.
What happened.
They have yet to give you a detail by detail situation explaining how Nathaniel Woods killed those 3 officers and possibly almost killed the 4th one.
So what happened with the other guy?
He's still on death row, and he's still saying now on death row that he was innocent. Woods was innocent. He keeps saying. He said he didn't go there to kill anybody either, and Woods definitely didn't know he was going to kill nobody. He's still saying that on death row right now.
And Woods lost his life before him.
Okay. The whole thing, especially when it comes down to these officers, you know how that go. especially if officers is getting killed.
Yeah, somebody
They're gonna
gotta
look
go.
out
They
for
gotta
each
put
other.
Yeah, somebody gotta go.
I mean,
You know,
you know how that gonna transpire. So you saying that he was part of the crime though.
He wasn't part of the crime.
He was there.
He was
he
there.
left when he heard the gunshot.
He was in the wrong place
He
at
was
the
at
wrong time.
Yeah, he was there, but he did not pull the trigger. The other
He was
guy
in the wrong
that's
place at the wrong time.
death
Like,
row pulled the trigger.
Well, you know, it's a lot of people that's in jail because they're in a situation that
Innocent.
they're in there, that they're there at the particular time,
Right.
that the situation is going down.
but you
I've seen where people that went to jail for being a driver of a situation.
No, precisely. That's what I'm saying. Like, it don't make no sense to me. Like, especially the person who's the main perp cops the plea and tells you he's the main perp. Like, you still, like, everybody still got to go down. And you know what I blame? I blame the 94 crime bill that Joe Biden written up. And the funny thing about it, Bernie Sanders signed off on it.
I blame the system.
You know what I mean? It was part of, that's when the RICO law was enacted. And a lot of brothers and sisters lost years of their life
And they can't get back.
to that bill. And you got these two bastards running for office. Like, man, I'm not voting. I am not voting.
You don't have to vote because if you don't vote, guess what?
Trump
That
will be
means it's
president
still
again
that
anyway.
means your vote still won't count.
Hey,
If you
listen,
at least if you do something, you have a right to say part. You make a difference.
let's be
Do not just don't vote because you don't like the way the system
Every
is
vote
being
matters.
portrayed.
I'ma vote. I'm going to
Everybody,
vote, but
your
the system
vote
just
have to.
messed up, you know.
The system is going to be messed up when we don't get out and try to do our part. We can sit up here and we can debate as much as we want to debate, but we still have to follow through to make sure that it come out our way. If Martin Luther King didn't get out there and march and he didn't have a word to say, we wouldn't be sitting up here right now able to speak our truth and speak what's going on in the world.
But you see, I understand where you're coming from.
And it's your duty and it's your obligation to, as a man, to get out there and make sure that we taking care of it. You still got to make it happen.
No, I understand that, Queen, and all that. But my thing is, like, in regards to you having the vote, like, we built this country. I'm a foreigner. I'm from Haiti, so I'm gonna look at it differently because my ancestors gained independence. So, you know, I'm gonna always have my ancestors' mentality in regards to this independence. Like, I don't like how they treated blacks all across America. Like, black African Americans built America. Like, how come African Americans ain't enjoying the spoils of this land? You know what I mean? Why they not enjoying the spoils of the land? When y'all vote, the vote don't matter because your opinion don't matter to the public. We vote these people in, but they have more power than us. And there's only one of them to millions of us.
Only us can change that, though. I mean, they.
But yet
stuff
and
like
still-
that.
But you see, us, we are the government when you really think about it.
That's the even more reason why we as people, as black people, need to still do what we have to do also. Go to school. Educate yourself. Get out there. I don't care what you do. Go to trade school.
have some kind of knowledge.
Own some things in life. Go own the business. I don't care if you out there pushing cleaning grass or garbage. You still making a difference. You're teaching the young boys. It's always somebody that's watching you. Right. It's somebody that's looking, and they're going to follow behind with what they see.
I don't know. I truly understand that, especially me coming from where I've come from in life. You know what I mean? I know in life there's progression, and you're going to evolve. I've evolved as a man, you know what I mean? From what I once was as a criminal to, you know what I mean, being a law-abiding citizen. Mm-hmm. You know, that's all fine and dandy. But I know enough about the law to have certain, you know what I mean? I know enough about the ideologies, like all the amendments, like even the amendments that they written. It wasn't written for us. You know what I mean? They didn't consider us human beings when they wrote the amendments. That was their mindset. So when you know that's the amendment.
Okay, so Moses, we on this subject. Okay, back then what you did was incarcerated due to now what happened to Woods, right?
Mm-hmm.
So do you think the system changed from back then and going any kind of difference from back then to now?
It got worse because you gotta look at it.
Because of what though? Why did it get worse? How do you feel?
Society, everything. There's a school to prison pipeline. Think about it. When they give our young boys, they try to claim they have ADHD or ADD.
Right.
You know what I mean? How you program these young, beautiful black boys? You program them
stereotype
to stereotype them. You you pump them up with pills, right? You get them these titles, then you tell them they got to take these medicines. Mind you, a 5-year-old and a 6-year-old, you can't expect a 5 or 6-year-old to sit still in class.
Nope.
They
Right.
are
Not
a
at
child. A child, that's the ways of a child. You gotta let them be a child. When you try to, you pretty much sterilizing them when you think about it. The
And they
vaccination,
are.
that's sterilization of our children. I have 4 children. I feel like my children couldn't be, like, I wish I could have never gave them vaccinations. If it was up to me, I would have never, you know what I mean? Because of what they do. Look at all the viruses they bring, the coronavirus, the Zika virus, the Ebola. Look at all of them
coronavirus is
came.
strong right
They
now.
came strong. They took a whole bunch of lives and they were gone. They poof, they disappeared. Where they go?
But think about it. We have different viruses and diseases every so often, like every couple of years.
Precisely.
Like every 3 years, it's another
Why are you
virus.
scaring
And
the
I think it's
public?
just
Why are
gonna
you
be
scaring the
another strain of the
population?
flu right there.
Yeah. It's just, and they say you catch the flu-like symptoms. They don't really know if some people, they might not have some symptoms, but then they go in the hospital and they're like, well, you got corona. Like, stuff like that. It's crazy, but it's just how it's going
That goes
on
straight
nowadays.
what Moses was saying about the, they're pumping all the medicine in the kids and stuff like that. Want these kids to act right and put medicine. That's not going to get the kids how they need to be at. You need to raise some kids, take time and listen to those kids like that. Cause we just did a topic on
Well, you know, I'm from the old school, honey.
A 6-year-old.
I think you go get a damn switch and a belt and beat that ass.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah,
playing.
Yeah.
Listen,
But
we
you
can't
know,
beat these
just
kids
talking
like
mess.
the
We
beaters we got.
Nah,
Just look
you
at
know,
the
I'm
same
just
thing
talking
that
mess.
happened
you know.
with a 6-year-old. She got arrested. How can you? The system is so messed up. You arrest a 6-year-old because she had a tantrum in school. A tantrum.
Yo, this
You know,
officer,
the
whatever
system
this
is really
officer's
bad.
name is, man, yo, shame on you, man. Like, yo, I wish.
He lost his job, too.
I'm glad. No, that's not enough. And it was a brother on top of that.
What
was a-
difference does it make what color it is?
It doesn't
Let me
make-
tell you,
You know, it's
it
a sh-
does not make no difference.
It
Let me
doesn't
tell
make a
you.
difference, but it
Let me
should
tell
make a
you what's
difference.
going on.
You know what I mean?
No.
A 6-year-old beautiful black baby
Yeah,
girl.
but pay attention.
No, I mean,
Pay attention. We sit up here, we talk about race and all this, and I understand the black on black, but guess what? It's black on black that's killing each other.
Sure is.
No, of
honey,
course.
Sure is.
Here it is.
Of
Just
course.
last night, did somebody get shot over some tea at the little restaurant last night? They order.
The order was messed up. Shot.
I
Yes.
mean,
And listen, you
Come
gotta
on.
realize whenever you put a group of people in the same proximity, things of those natures is gonna happen.
oh come on
Things
now.
of those natures. People
When
never
I
say white
would
and white
know,
crime,
no.
but there's more white and white crime than black and black
Sweetheart,
crime.
let me tell you something.
But why we propagate on that? Though,
Let me tell
more
you
times than not?
something. Black men didn't used to do the things that they used to do to black women. When
Oh.
I was coming up, a black man would never harm shooting and killing women and all that different kind of
They
stuff.
doing it now.
Now it's so prevalent. It's
They
like
doing it
it's
for
nothing. It's
anybody.
just normal.
Kids,
It's not nothing abnormal now.
They doing it
Yeah.
now.
They don't
I
care.
want to ask a question. I want to pose a question to you.
Uh-huh.
Whatever happened to them crackheads back in the 90s?
A lot of them they either dead or they still alive.
Okay, well, where's them crackhead babies?
They out here.
Them the ones that's doing the
They-
shooting right
they-
now.
They out here.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
they
Them
out
the
here.
ones that's doing all this, and them the ones that they said they got what now? ADHD and all this other different kind of stuff that won't sit still in
Man,
class.
listen, man.
Okay, I'm just
Okay, so
making
we're gonna
sure.
talk about, another
Them
topic,
little bad little youngins. Don't tell me. Them little heathens that grew up. Now we gotta deal with the crackhead baby. All right.
A good thing my boys ain't crackhead babies.
I'm
you
glad
know
they
what I
ain't. They
mean?
probably just badasses.
Hey, listen, I'd rather them be badasses.
I'm just messing with you, the man.
I'd
You know,
rather them be
oh,
badasses.
but you know what I do want to say? We are missing a diva tonight, Ray.
Oh, okay.
And we want to wish her safe travels.
Yeah,
I know
big
she's
time.
traveling. Yeah.
Travel safely, Queen.
Yeah. We'll see her next time in the A.
These 3 queens right here, they like to talk about relationships.
Honey,
you do
Oh,
too.
no, me?
Oh, no. We on the same page with the relationship.
Yeah, on the relationship. Yeah, okay.
The topic that we're gonna talk about.
I would like to hear this.
What
I would
happened?
like to hear this question.
Oh, just wait.
What if you catch your significant other or coworker messing with your boss? You caught them.
Your coworker,
Oh,
No.
Lord.
your coworker
You mean-
messing with the boss.
Your coworker messing with your boss. Your significant other messing with your boss.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
real close.
What if you catch your significant other messing with your boss?
That's called temporary insanity,
Your
right?
significant other now. This your boyfriend, your man, your husband.
No, but that's called temporary insanity,
what
correct?
would you do or what would you say? What would you do?
So-
would you stay or when you leave?
Well, what
Keep
what
it on the
situation would it be?
down low.
Like, would your significant other be working with you or not working?
All
with
y'all
you?
work together. All y'all work together.
All y'all work together.
So
Wow.
Are you speaking from a personal experience?
no, I'm not.
Oh, I'm just asking.
I'm not. Y'all,
I'm just no.
Ooh,
Listen,
Betty.
I'm not being petty. I am just asking. Oh, have you witnessed a
I have,
certain?
per se.
What? What
Person.
happened,
Okay.
girl?
Yeah, but
No,
the
no,
top-
but tell the.
No.
What happened?
What would you do? Would you stay or would you leave?
No, Tanya B.
Let's ask the
What would
audience.
you do if you was in that position? What the hell would you
In
do?
what position?
What the
If
question that you just
if
heard,
your,
Sonny?
significant
That
other-
is the question that you just
Listen,
said.
I wanted to
I want him to repeat it again.
Listen,
How would you
what if
handle
you,
it?
okay, you walked in the room and you see a significant other getting the buns of your boss.
My significant other giving it to my boss.
You know
What's
what I
your
mean?
next move?
My next move.
Yes.
Turn the cameras off.
Clink, clink. Clink, clink. Okay.
I mean, it ain't nothing to say. Y'all all work together, so your coworker already know this your significant other. So
That's just out of spite anyway.
Listen, so for me, I'm a dude, so that means the boss would have to be a dude. Hopefully, if the boss is a girl, that's even better. Now I can say, can I join in the...
No.
Corny.
Can I join in the fun?
Corny,
I know.
corny,
let us
corny.
have some call in and see what our audience think.
Hey, I'm just speaking for
Okay.
the fellas, you know what I mean?
Yeah, girl, I think.
Speaking for the
That's
fellas.
what we need to pose the question to.
Yeah, so y'all call in. The number is at the bottom of the page. If you think, what would you do? Would
You know what?
stay?
Also tell some of the people,
would you
because sometimes even though they read the screen, they still forget. You know, some of the people might
Or
be
even
smoking.
comment on the live.
You know what I mean? Still give them the number one more time.
The
So
number is 678-310-4362. Drop a comment below and let us know how you feel. Would you stay or would you go? If you walk in and your significant other is with your boss, what would you do?
what would you do, young lady?
Poor thing.
Yeah, turn the camera off.
Child.
No, I don't think no. I put it like this: the whole situation is bad because for one, your boss is your boss. You're gonna have to listen to them anyway. But your significant other knowing,
You know what? I'll give you another question. What if the significant other saw you? He didn't stop. He proceeded to continue. And he said, come join the fun. What you going to do?
Okay, it depends what county we are in. If we're in Clayton County, we're going down right now.
Girl, you ain't gonna be thinking about no damn
So,
county, honey, at that time.
You ain't got time for that. You would have jumped on it. Oh, man, listen. The first person who
your
get...
first instinct, you ain't even thinking. You just
Yeah,
going straight
yeah.
action. Straight action.
What's gonna
Blackout.
what's
You
gonna
blacking
happen?
out.
What's gonna happen is when you go to court, you're gonna be like, I was under emotional duress.
There's
I said temporary insanity. Temporary insanity. No, it's called temporary
Passion of love due
insanity.
to the
Passion of
unforeseen
love.
circumstances.
I did it.
I walked on upon.
out of love.
Out of love.
Child.
Yo, that'd be
Okay.
crazy.
Temporary insanity.
Let's
Man, listen.
hear from our callers what they think. Would you stay or would you go? If you walked in, if you walked in
And see.
and seen your boss, no, your significant other, I'm talking about getting it down with your boss, and then that's your boy now because
Listen,
y'all go out to eat.
Listen,
to the
I'm about to
sport
keep
bar.
it real with y'all. The
Yeah.
old me be like, yo, let's run that train. You know what I mean? We about
So
to
you would have joined in.
I would have joined in because
With
now,
your girl,
that's
really?
not-
Listen,
No,
automatically,
girl no
automatically, she ain't my girl no more.
Oh, okay,
It's
yeah,
training
that can be
time.
your girl.
You know, we're gonna
Oh,
train
so you
that.
done went from the girl.
Nah, ain't no girlfriend. You decided to give up, give your thing away. So I'm a proceed and help you. To the
Lord.
community. That's
a
why.
good
But you
girl.
see, the me now, I'm an evolved man. You know, pushing 40. You know what I mean? I'm gonna break my foot up on that.
Oh, you breaking feet. Okay.
You know what I mean?
So you gonna beat him?
That's what
Listen,
he said.
you might get your ass whooped too.
Girl,
if
you couldn't
done-
hear
if
your
she-
sister.
she might get her
Man
ass
said
whooped
he
too.
beating
You
the
gonna
bitch.
beat
You know what I
me?
mean?
You gonna beat me?
Yeah, he beat you.
Or
Listen.
maybe he talking about the boss.
Or you gonna beat the balls?
Nah, the
No,
ball-
honey, that ain't what he said.
Listen, if there,
Passion of love.
passion of love.
First
If there-
instinct, he
if there
blacked
was,
out.
if there was two perpetrators in the act, I guess both
So
perpetrators.
you want join? You said
Listen,
you would join the party, right?
Y'all listen to old school R&B?
look.
Y'all remember that first DeAngelo album?
Brown
It was,
sugar.
it was a classic, right?
Brown sugar.
Okay, you remember the track? Shit, damn motherfucker. What you thought that track was about?
Shit, damn motherfucker.
Nah, that was DeAngelo finding his shorty getting piped by the next brother. And all throughout the track, he's like, shit, damn, I killed these motherfuckers.
Oh, that was the concept of that song?
Yes, listen carefully to this song. I promise you. Classic. The track is a classic.
Amazing.
You know what I mean? Listen.
Child.
Okay, so
yeah.
what would you do, Sean, if you walked in like that?
She already said she turned the lights
You
on.
turn the lights out too?
I said turn the camera.
Camera on.
Oh, darkness. What about you, Chantel?
She said darkness.
There you go.
Oh, child, I don't believe in shooting, but I sure would get a butcher knife. And my issue wouldn't be with the boss because that's not who you got your relationship
Nah,
with.
the boss gonna get it, man.
No.
Like you
Yeah,
can't in my
I gotta
crib.
give it to my
You
boss.
violated. That,
No.
Yo, my ego's
But you and
talking.
your boss hanging out.
That
No.
That's
I
your
don't
boy,
give a
though, so you
that
gonna
ain't
go,
boy.
boy, that's your boy.
Man,
Messing with
listen.
your significant other.
Well, that's
They
fine.
both get it. These
And I'm
hands.
gonna tell you why that's okay if they both got it. Because for the simple fact they both know
They both
about
violated.
you.
They both
Yeah,
violated.
but-
they got your choice.
You know what I mean?
Boss,
But
you
my
don't owe
man
no
gotta
choice,
go.
but
If it was the
still,
old
My
me,
man gotta go.
But still, it goes to show. Do
You
you
say
stay
six-
or do you go?
go.
You get the
But-
hell on.
but you hit
You
it.
gotta
You hit
get
it.
the
The
hell
key
on.
term.
Okay, if y'all been together 5 years, you still.
Bye.
I gotta go.
Bye.
I gotta get me a new job too, cause I'm
Look.
finna lose this one.
Listen, you might not even make it out. Fuck around because what's gonna happen? Okay, you hear the key term significant other. You know what I mean?
That
Listen.
means
That
Okay,
sounds like
what's
that
significant other?
cheater show.
no.
Yeah.
Significant
Don't
other
it?
means that's yo.
That's your boo thing.
Everything.
That's your boo thing. You see
babe.
the young me, I wouldn't
Good.
care. I'm like, yo, you for the team.
But when
if
you-
my homie could get
but
some,
this is the
I could get
thing.
some too. You know, ain't no fun if the homie can't have none, right?
Yeah.
But when
Hey,
you
that's what they
grown,
want to-
when you
But I'm grown. So
When
now
you
I'm gonna have to
grown,
kick they both
you
their
got
asses.
to go on about your
Yeah,
business.
I don't think it need to be violent. with
Nah,
it. I just
listen,
think
listen.
it
If
need to
you
be
first
about-
mind,
if you
they
in my
don't-
goddamn home,
they win so much of to do it all. This your significant other.
listen.
On
If I
both
look in the
sides,
closet and I see my clothes in
I
it,
mean,
there's a problem.
You have
can
to
walk
go
away
about
from that
So,
right
Miss
there.
You
Tanya
have to
B.
You
walk
can walk
away
away from that. It
because
ain't
guess
about the violence
what?
right there. You
Ain't
can walk away
about
from stuff like
You
that.
got-
So
gotta
Miss
walk.
Tanya B, you could tell me that you just gonna walk away.
Yeah, Tanya B, I know.
You just
I
gonna
would
walk away.
I would walk
In
away.
the midst
Listen,
you
Tanya
seeing
B,
that
I don't know. I don't know that. I would.
I believe it.
In the midst of you seeing
I
that
believe
action,
it. I believe it. You would have to.
Upset and probably going through it
you
for
ain't
a
gonna say
minute.
nothing.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna cuss him out and stuff like
Stop
that.
it. You gonna open the door or something?
Man.
Yes. But you know,
There
we
you
gonna
go.
we gonna get back on this subject. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go back and break. We're gonna take a break and we'll be right back.
I'm gonna kick both their ass.
Child.
Yeah, this topic is very, very heavy. I don't know where you get this question from, Tanya, you know, with your I know self. But you know, like, this is crazy.
What's crazy about it though?
Man.
That's the whole topic.
That's the
in
boss.
I'm talking about, but
And that's the homie too? Nah, man. Like,
You risking your job and relationship,
but
losing two.
You look
You
at
lose two
you see
friends.
me, I see you. You see me, I see you. So what you think I'm supposed to do?
man, listen. I ain't got
I
time.
see you. You see me. Do you think I'm gonna stay back? I might just do what an audience just said, that get back together and drag them.
Hey, listen,
Not
man.
fighting, not nobody. Not just
That,
drag
listen,
them.
how you gonna
That's
no?
too much
But how you gonna
time
drag
and
them though?
energy.
No fighting.
That's a whole lot of
nobody,
time and
no-
energy.
No, how you
Go
gonna
about
drag
your
them though? Because
business.
if you gonna drag them, you know what I mean. Make sure when they come home,
No,
you got a
that's what
next
our
chick,
audience
you got her
said, one
friend.
of them.
You know what I mean?
That's some
Listeners
kid
said
shit,
that.
honey.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I think
I'm kind of
Get
agreeing
your
with
behind up
the
and going
listener.
on
You know, in a
save
sense where
yourself,
why
honey.
not make her come home and see you getting some cheeks, and she
I
walking.
just walk. I
That's
just buy my
petty.
stuff.
All
I
that's
just
petty.
buy my stuff.
Because then it's gonna be
We ain't finna
tit
do all
for
that.
tat,
We
tit
ain't
for
finna
tat, tit for tat.
I ain't
Going
gonna-
on
No,
about
ain't
your
gonna be
business.
no tit for tat
But if
because
I see you with my boss, and my significant other, if I see you with my boss, and y'all doing whatever, I probably cuss or something like that, but I'm not gonna react like fight, and I'm gonna walk off and I'm gonna go home and get my stuff, and I'm gonna pack up my stuff and get out. I'm not gonna go back and forth and fight. Ain't no more talking about I'm sorry, baby. No, I caught
Ain't
you
no
in the
sorry.
ass.
The
Yeah,
same
you
way
sorry
you get
that
a
you got
man to be
caught.
the same
Right,
way
Sorry,
you
sorry,
know what?
sorry.
If that's the case, I'm gonna be a savage. I'm gonna just, you know what I mean. If the front is occupied, I'm gonna put it in here. If the back is occupied, I'm gonna put it in the front. Either way, we gonna play. You know, you wanna play? Okay, let's
You gonna
play.
put what
We
in
all
front?
three, we
Oh, he
playing.
joining.
Oh, you gonna join in?
Might as well. We were all friends, right?
So I
We were all friends, right? We were all friends. So you know what? That's how how Shorty wanna play.
Yep.
If Shorty wanna play like that, she, you know what I mean.
That's over. The relationship
That's what you
probably over
chose.
with.
I am sorry. I'm gonna be. You wanna? You know,
Oh no,
you
you
said
ain't sorry.
So
I'm-
all three of y'all just gonna get it
no.
together.
It's not all three of us. Me and this brother, we proceeded in training her
Yeah,
to
y'all gonna-
behave herself for the next time.
So y'all gonna get her right.
Yeah, we gonna get you right.
She got them right. They getting her right, but unfortunately, she gonna lose.
She gonna lose at the end. So
You know what I mean?
I go
That's
through all
saying
that. Why I go through all that?
confusion.
Let's
That's
walk away.
Brothers gonna be
Confusion.
Cause, yo, listen,
Men's gonna be men's.
Yep.
Listen,
You know
because
who
listen,
y'all best friend are, right?
if I
Your
kick
best
her,
friend or who?
listen, if I kick her ass, I get time, right? I'm gonna do time.
Yeah.
So to avoid doing time, let's do what grown folks do. You know what I mean? You want to take it back to when we were teenagers, when we used to leave high school and go play hooky. Okay, cool.
So you playing
we could go back down memory. Back in the
It ain't that
day.
serious to me. It ain't that serious.
Nah,
I walk
but-
in, I see you.
You know, I could care less.
I'm make sure you. I'm gonna make sure you looking at me, because I'm gonna be looking at you like this until you finish, and then I'm gonna leave.
Oh, that's that jump up.
I'ma
They
leave.
catch
Okay,
you
Okay,
up.
so what
all
old
that.
Tanya from Florida? You know what I
Young
mean?
Tanya.
What would
The
young Tanya do?
B.
When I ain't have a mindset,
Yeah.
back in the days,
Guidance is the key, huh?
maybe, baby, maybe back in the day now, but I got older and wiser, so I had
No,
to
no.
learn.
Before the wiser, I want to
had
know.
to learn
I want to know
to
what
walk
the
away.
what the young Tanya B would do.
can't-
I don't
Look.
know. I can't say what the younger Tanya B would
She
do,
black
but
and
Tanya
out.
B I know now.
Listen, Tanya B would have whooped that
You
trick.
think so?
Lord.
Tanya B would have whooped that trick, grabbed her by her hand, like
And then probably jump
right.
at him.
Look, you see, you might as well plead the fifth.
I do plead the fifth.
Lord have mercy.
I plead the fifth.
I told you, listen, it's all good, you know.
That's few.
Like you would have done the same.
I wouldn't have did
when
that
you was
bullshit.
younger.
That's too much time and effort and energy. I don't have time for no negativity. That's foolishness.
Yeah.
If any damn thing, I'm out, get my Gucci, Louis, and all of that other shit that he done bought,
And my
and get the
car,
hell
and
on.
my truck.
Because guess what? You going about yourself and
I'm getting all
everything.
my stuff.
He's going to be
You
the
might
one
as
still
well.
chasing behind me. I mean,
And then you just spend
That-
all this time.
all that
And
foolishness.
you know what
be the crazy part?
cutting up
Especially
cars
because
and
they go back.
I mean,
all this time. If you
Here
spend all
it
this
is. They go
time, you
back.
think I'm
and
going
then
No,
why
babe,
you
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
leave
sitting up
you.
there
I'm gonna
cutting up
leave you.
cars and
Because my
tires
time
and bleaching
was invested
shit?
in you
That's
for 4
okay.
years.
That's
So therefore, everything that
Child,
we invested,
that's too much. That's
I'm
too
gonna
much.
take it with me. I'm gonna take it with me.
You might as well.
I'm gonna
You
take
earned
everything
it.
with me.
You might as well. Why leave it?
All my pen that he bought
Well,
me from
well,
the
listen,
I'm
like-
taking
Why leave
everything.
it?
Ladies,
dog,
I'm taking my motherfucking
dog,
dignity,
my
honey.
dog.
Because
My dog.
ladies, listen. This is not happening in real life. This is just a hypothetical. So y'all not actually experiencing.
No, we're not experiencing it. So
Because I've seen y'all getting close to like y'all actually reliving a memory or something.
I think you was getting real uptight.
Oh, listen. Now I wouldn't put hands. I probably would just in this day and age. I probably would have joined in.
Yeah,
really and truly.
Well,
I put hands on I wasn't raised to put hands on a woman, so I was joking. I would never put hands on a woman. I probably just see him like, you know what? You want to have fun? You know what? I guess I could join the party. Relationship.
Let me tell you something, sweetheart. When you leave that type of situation, they gonna be the one that's hurt.
Of course.
They gonna be. I mean, you can hurt a person without touching a person, without going through all that physical altercations and everything. You gotta remember your own power. When you know yourself and your self-worth, you don't allow any and accept anything into it anyway. It's called your own self-dignity and your own self-respect. Have some decorum about yourself. Because when people act like that, that's telling on what you was working with. You don't need that in your life. That's because you better than messing with something like that. But and then you're gonna be sitting at there still wanna fuck. Nah, boo, that means if you did that, no telling what else you done did.
Yeah, right.
Nah, baby, that ain't what mother would want.
Man,
I like clean peace. I don't like no dirty peace.
Man, you see, all you bosses out there, don't be trying to take your homies, lady, or, you women bosses taking your homegirl's man. You know what I mean?
And then tell the truth. And honestly, people I don't understand, about the relationships and stuff and working with people on the jobs and having,
that's
relationship.
I don't know.
That's too close for comfort.
That's too close.
That's too close for comfort.
Precisely. Why should I be working with you?
It gets real messy.
Messy drama.
What you allow.
That's kind of messy.
You meet
because
somebody, it ain't good to date them on the job. I swear.
I know some people that dated, but they had one of the individuals did leave the job, and they wind up dating, and they wind up getting married.
Yeah, it could be.
That's many instances
but
of
think
it.
about it too. It depends on the people. Like, if you're not having everybody in your business, you don't have to worry about that.
So, Sean, are you dating anybody on your job, baby?
If you're not having everybody in your business, you don't have to worry about that.
Tell them.
I'm just saying. It's just, if everybody in your business, everybody see what's going on, they see what y'all do, y'all talk about what y'all do to them, it's going to get around the job.
But you should be talking. But honestly, when it comes down to relationship, you shouldn't be talking about your shit. No damn way.
In my job,
you tell them too much.
Yeah. But in my job, let me tell you, it's
that's why my man don't come inside my job. He would tell me he outside. Okay, baby, here I come.
Exactly.
These females are thirsty.
But let me tell you,
exactly.
And they want it. Yeah.
They think that they you.
Ooh, you all this. What, he got a brother? No, he ain't got no brother. He even got a cousin. I'm sorry.
But in my job, let me tell you, it's a lot of insight dating amongst each other, and it's like you can see somebody talking. There's some y'all talk, or just anything. But once you find out, they start a rumor now, quick. But when they do actually find out, you start hearing a lot of little messy stuff that really don't even make sense. A lot of unnecessary rumors start in between the job, which is crazy. But it's up to y'all to just blow through it.
I don't know.
If you are dating someone on the job, just keep it between y'all two, because once you tell that one person, it's going around the whole story, and by the time you get around the whole story, it's gonna be this long when it was just this little.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna be some people that don't like you anyway and gonna be trying to test your relationship.
And that's up to you.
Because it's people gonna test you.
Keep that in check. If your significant other, go back to what she said with the cheating. If your significant other just for you, you ain't got to worry about that. You don't have to worry about them.
I would be
precisely.
To no other.
I know one thing about me. I ain't Tanya B. I know I'm not gonna stay up all night worry about my significant other, because if that's mine, that's mine. So don't if a woman take him. He was not my man.
From the beginning.
He was not my man.
So
you can have
that's the best.
You ain't taking nothing that can go.
I mean, because if you take if a man, they tell me I took it. No, if you took him, he wasn't my man, baby.
No, not
at all.
Exactly.
So, hey.
They ain't taking nothing from you but your problem.
That's it.
Honey. And that's a problem.
You want them issues?
Thank you.
You want them problems?
Go ahead. You got them off of me.
Doing you a favor, honey.
I don't want
man, It's so funny. As a man, we look at things much differently because if that's the man and he's in an environment where he worked in a certain location or wherever the store is, whatever it may be, whatever the job may be, you know what I mean. As men, you have to realize that men growing up, there's always war stories, and it goes back to way back in time. Men gather around, congregate, and talk about their exploits. As a man, dealing with multiple women, that's never gonna stop. You know what I mean?
Right.
But if that significant
so
other,
they sit around and tell a bunch of lies.
hey, listen,
Now, men to tell lies.
Let me tell you something. Men will swear on their penis.
Oh, girl, they swear on their dick,
look,
honey.
boy.
Oh, they tell
They
lies,
swear on their
honey.
little head and they big head.
Yes,
Yes,
and that's
Lord,
just a
child,
sign of
honey.
how they think. What they.
well, you see,
Mr.
I wasn't really the type because I was the cat who wanted to bone. I wanted to get the girl in peace. I didn't want nobody to know who I was dealing with.
Yeah.
Because if anybody knows now, you stop my chance from getting the next chick and the next chick and the next chick. So
They
I
wanna
wanted to
end
be
it off
quiet.
good.
So I wanted to get as many women as possible. So nobody know. I was
Casanova.
I was swiper. So you like swiping or swiping.
Oh,
I was
yes.
Oh, wow. Like
creeping
on
up.
snake.
yeah. Hey, nah, I don't like the snake part.
A snake, yeah, snake sit back and strike. You see what's going on? You sit back like this.
Well,
you
at least
strike.
he's being honest.
I'm being honest.
That's
You know what I
it.
mean? I didn't want people knowing my business. So I never really, like, back in the days growing up in New York, cats would be playing dice and they talking about the exploit. Or we could just be shooting the shit in the building.
Right.
And, we talking about sexual exploit. I couldn't do that because my thing was, while you talking, I'm plotting and screaming, who's the next chick I want to put on my hit list. You know what I mean? But I was such a horn dog growing up, so that's what it was. But, you know how that goes. That's just men. That's just men. But that wasn't really my style.
Some men's are, their best friend is his what?
This is what?
His woohoo. We ain't gonna say what it is, but
That's what it is. But we're going to be wrapping this up. I think we did. The hot topic was pretty good. So if y'all agree to the 60-40 on Megan Thee Stallion, y'all leave a comment below. Also, y'all tell me about when the first celebrity of Divas in Demand, what year was that? We had our very first celebrity on our show. If y'all could tell me what year that was, you will win 2 prizes. But you got 30 seconds to to call in. And the number is 678-310-4362. Again, who was the first celebrity that we had on our Facebook show? What year that was?
Ooh, I know.
I
know.
No. Who can call in? You got 30 seconds. The call is at 678-310-4362. And until next Friday night at 8 o'clock p.m., Divas in Demand.
Your boy, Moses, got many visions. Queen.
Oh, Shana with the T.
Chantel Jolie.